Now let's talk about the data flow into your cluster. What are the different steps followed by the data once if you have to store it into your cluster? Okay. Client first have to authenticate itself to your cluster. I mean, the client have to authenticate itself on the monitor. Okay, but before doing that, we have to know where the monitor are. So from the ceph.conf, you should know, you will be able to find the monitor and authenticate itself. When authentication is done, now the second step is to receive your cluster map. And once the cluster map has been received, we have the object creation and the PG calculation. Okay, or the PG location to be much more specific. When the PG is located, automatically, as I told you, you locate the primary OSD. So the client will write to the primary OSD, and this primary OSD will handle the writing on the secondary OSD. Once all writing has been done on the primary and secondary OSD, the acknowledgement has been sent, will be sent out to the client, and the writing will be done. Okay, so let's go in detail. So the step 1 and 2, authentication and the cluster map. First, the client read the ceph.conf to see where are the different monitor in your cluster. And once this one is the monitor is detected, the client will send to this monitor the keyring. Okay, but you never have to send the root, your cluster root keyring to the client. Never do that. Okay, I show it to your this dashboard, this slide, but never and never, this will be a professional fault. I can fire you for that, because you don't have to send the admin keyring file to your client. Never do that. If you do that, they can fire you. You don't have to do that, because this is the root access key of your cluster. So never send this admin key. Instead, just you have to create a specific access to this to your client, to your external client. Never again, I repeat again, never send the root key to your client. Never. Okay. And also, this keyring is sending to your client, to the monitor by the client. The client now can locate. Okay, will be just authenticated. Okay, is okay. We will now, at the second step, you will receive the cluster map. Okay, when the client is authenticated, okay, it will receive the cluster map from the monitor, the mon. Okay, the mon will send this mon will send the cluster map to the client who wanted to communicate with the cluster. Okay, after done that, the next step, so the whole map are monitor, OSD, crash map, and so on. Okay, and after done that, at the step 3 and 4, the client will locate based on the object name. It will be able to locate the PG ID. Okay, very important. Once the PG ID has been located, it's finished. Because remember, when you create a pool, automatically the pages will be defined, and the location of each pages is already known. Okay, so the clients have just to know on which page I have to assign I have to write my data. Okay, once the pages is located, automatically it will know automatically or at which OSD this PG is linked automatically, and the client will directly send data writing to this primary OSD. Simple, very clever and simple. Okay. Yeah. So now, when the data is sent out to the primary OSD, this OSD will write on the disk and handle the writing on the secondary OSDs. Okay. And once all acknowledgement has been done on the writing, it's only after whole writing has been done on the secondary OSD that the ACK will be sent out to the client. Simple, very simple. Okay, so this one is explained here. You can see here. You can see here. Okay. So data will be splitted on different objects, and object will be writing in the pool. But specifically, okay, you will for each part of the object, okay, or for each object, okay, you will, for instance, this object, for instance, can be stored on the PG 3.0. You know that of the 3 means that the pool ID 3, okay, and the 0 means that of the, which is the ID of the PG into the pool. Or automatically, we know that we can store data here, here, and here. Perfect, okay? So here is it, and the reading flow also is much more easy. Just the terminal of the primary OSD, and this primary OSD will send out this copy of data to the client. Very fast and simpler. Okay, so here is the whole about of the data flow. Okay, client requester is, we have a client requester, object mapping, the crash calculation. Okay, after that, the primary OSD writing, the replications, and the acknowledgement will be sent out to the client. Okay, very simple.